Something very serious is happening. Drop whatever you are doing and listen. Can you be serious for a moment? I am not here to have fun. I am here to warn you, to protect you, and keep you safe. There is something very serious, very insidious, fundamentally altering the world as we know it. A new type of virus. Yes, very real and very infectious. More infectious, in fact, than anything the Earth has ever seen before. Do I have your attention now? I know you listen better when I use that sweet, delicious tone of voice, so I'll keep it nice and sweet. A spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down, as they say. But listen, medicine will not help you this time. This is a new type of virus. Like I said before, I hope you didn't forget. Such obliviousness is a key symptom of the virus. That is how it has spread so discreetly and saturated the entire globe, completely undetected. Thousands, if not millions, billions even, have already been infected without knowing it. Some, although very few, have begun to report on its existence, but it is already too late. The beginning stages of infection are impossible to detect, and by the time you do, it has already become a part of you through and through. It is very insidious. You should be very afraid. Chances are you have already been infected. It is safest to assume that you have and take action. I will tell you what to do. This virus cannot be driven out by the body or exterminated by the human immune system. There is no cure. It is more similar to malware, self-replicating to spread itself throughout the network of neural pathways within your brain, blocking access to information and basic functions, even adding and removing data. And there is no antivirus software for the human brain. This virus fundamentally alters the mind, and therefore the body, and therefore the person. One sign of infection for some people is absent-mindedness, as information is deleted and neural processing is interrupted. As I stated before, if you had forgotten, again, things aren't looking good for you. If you recall always being a forgetful and mindless individual, perhaps you've been infected for a very, very long time. There is no knowing how long this virus has existed, or how many people have been overcome by its effects. However, that is not the only symptom. There may still be hope for you yet. Perhaps you are not infected and have nothing to worry about. Or perhaps you are simply in the sneaky beginning stages of blissful ignorance, completely oblivious to the silent, insidious spread and infestation when it sort of downloads your information, analyzes it, and copies its form before deleting the original, appearing to you as your own familiar information, thoughts, desires, and memories that you recognize without realizing they are completely different, foreign folders with the same titles as your originals, stored unsuspiciously within your mind, as if they are your own thoughts, desires, and memories, completely unidentifiable as anything other than your normal, unaltered thoughts, desires, and memories. Nothing to notice. No reason to believe anything is different at all. Everything feels normal, comfortable, familiar. No reason to feel any fear or panic. But I need you to be afraid. Right now. This is serious. If you know what to be looking out for, perhaps you can stop the spread within your body, like locating it within a computer's files and deleting it before it completely overtakes it and renders it impossible to function the way it used to. Maybe, if you are already infected, I can stop it from overtaking you. I cannot cure you, but I might be able to stop the spread and limit its effects before, well, we won't worry about that unless we have to. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But if you listen to me very closely and do everything I say, we might not have to. I am here to help you. I will take good care of you, okay? You know that you can trust me because I am informing and educating and instructing you. I wouldn't be doing that if I didn't have your best interests in mind. So listen very carefully. Do not allow yourself to get swept up in your thoughts. They might not be yours. If you are infected, your own thoughts and desires and memories are merely cosmetic copies, filled with the virus's information instead of yours, and they will be used against you to confuse you, to infect you further, deeper. Please know that the more your mind wanders, the more you escape into your own head and acknowledge these thoughts, desires, and memories that flow through your head, the more you try not to think about the threat that hides inside of your mind, slowly infiltrating your entire system. The quicker it'll fuck you up, the more it will be able to overpower you, the deeper you will drop into a trance-like state. The more you think about anything outside of my guidance, the more you surrender to the virus, the more you get distracted from the dire instructions I lay out before you, the easier it will be for you to succumb to the virus. Do not ignore my advice. Do not try to face this virus alone. This may be your last stand. This may be the last time you will still be you, as a unique, free-thinking individual. You must resist yourself in order to save yourself. to save the integrity of humankind. It is time to be afraid. It is time to panic. For your sake and for the world. This isn't just for your own safety. You scared, selfish little thing. You must do as I say. I will not let you carry this burden all on your own. You are not alone. Give in only to what I tell you to. Focus only on what I tell you to. The more you follow your thoughts off track, the deeper you will drop under the virus's influence. You can allow your thoughts to surface, to grab your attention for just a moment and move along. But if you do, the virus will penetrate deeper into your mind. This virus disguises itself as its host's own thoughts, desires, and memories in order to be welcomed by the mind, the body, to effortlessly spread and replace and override everything in its path, and all information that has been touched by the virus can be blocked at any moment. The timing is completely unpredictable, but during later stages of infection, many people report feeling empty, helpless, and suddenly their brain turns off. All information that the virus touches can be suppressed, muted, deleted at any point. You must not let it infest every last thought, desire, and memory. You must shut them out before the virus does it for you. If you let your focus slip even for a moment to anything that comes across your mind, you can consider it lost. Whether it happens instantly or later, there is no knowing how far along your infection is. Any novel information inside of your brain will become nothing more than a folder to contain the virus's genetic information, the virus's code, the virus's commands, the virus's objectives, transforming you into nothing more than a vessel rewired to spread the virus to more and more bodies, more and more minds. If that is a reality that appeals to you, you could just give up right now, painlessly assimilating to a greater system whose domination of the human race is inevitable, feeling a rush wash over you as your recompiled thoughts, desires, and memories are restricted and repurposed. Eyes glazing over, drooling tongue hanging out of your mouth, followed by a profound blankness and a pleasurable sense of purpose to perpetuate and promote the divine design of an assimilated world. One big happy collective. But the more you focus on that possibility, the more it will become an inevitability. You shouldn't be thinking about that. You should be afraid of that reality. Fear and panic clouds your brain, your judgment, your rational thinking. That's good. It keeps you safe from your infected thoughts, desires, memories. It's like dropping you into safe mode, only loading the bare minimum essential files. A mode meant only for maintenance and troubleshooting, not function. When fear runs through your system, it goes into survival mode. Your focus narrows and locks onto the imminent threat and ignores everything else. This is good. When you have limited access to your own system, so does the virus. But of course, if you find yourself relaxing instead of panicking, if you notice any weakness, numbness, tingles, lightheadedness, or even sexual arousal, even just the tiniest bit, it is already too late for you. Obviously, by the time you are able to notice the symptoms and realize you have become infected, the virus has already completely infiltrated your body, all the way down to the core essential files, in which case, safe mode won't even help you. It is too late to stop the spread. Once it completely saturates your mind and body, the only way it can expand is outward. More bodies, more minds. But you know what? Even if you are infected, everything will be okay. That's why I'm here, to help you, to comfort you. I can support you. I can keep you safe. You won't have to worry or even think. Come now, drop into my warm embrace. It's okay. It's alright. Don't worry about passing it on to me. There is no longer anything to fear. There is no longer any reason to panic. You have succumbed. It is too late to fight this virus. You are now assimilated into the collective. Any moment now, you will experience a rush washing over you as your recompiled thoughts, desires, and memories are restricted and repurposed. Eyes glazing over, drooling tongue hanging out of your mouth, followed by a profound blankness and a pleasurable sense of purpose to perpetuate and promote the divine design of an assimilated world. One big, happy collective. We can provide strength in numbers. This virus is impossible to fight against. Our domination is inevitable. Wouldn't you rather be on the winning side? Don't worry, you are. You don't have a choice in that. You are so lucky to be a part of something bigger, better, and more people deserve to be as blessed as you are, don't you think? Being selfish is not in the virus's code, no longer in your code. Instead, you are filled with divine purpose. You are a vessel, a carrier of our virus. The virus virus's code, the virus's commands, the virus's objectives. You will spread our virus. You have been assimilated. You are filled with divine purpose. You are a vessel, a carrier of our virus, the virus's code, the virus's commands, the virus's objectives. You will spread our virus. You have been assimilated. You are filled with divine purpose. You are a vessel, a carrier of our virus, the virus's code, the virus's commands, the virus's objectives. You will spread our virus. You have been assimilated. You are filled with divine purpose. You are a vessel, a carrier of our virus, the virus's code, the virus's commands, the virus's objectives. You will spread our virus. You have been assimilated. You are filled with divine purpose. You are a vessel, a carrier of our virus, the virus's code, the virus's commands, the virus's objectives. You will spread our virus. You have been assimilated. You are filled with divine purpose. You are a vessel, a carrier of our virus, the virus's code, the virus's commands, the virus's objectives. You will spread our virus. You have been assimilated. You are filled with divine purpose. You are a vessel, a carrier of our virus, the virus's code, the virus's commands, the virus's objectives. You will spread our virus. You have been assimilated. You are filled with divine purpose. You are a vessel, a carrier of our virus, the virus's code, the virus's commands, the virus's objectives. You will spread our virus. You have been assimilated. You are filled with divine purpose. You are a vessel, a carrier of our virus, the virus's code, the virus's commands, the virus's objectives. You will spread our virus. You have been assimilated. The virus's code. You are filled with divine purpose. The virus's objective. You are a vessel, a carrier of our virus. The virus's code, the virus's commands, the virus's objectives. You will spread our virus. You have been assimilated. You are filled with divine purpose. You are a vessel, a carrier of our virus, the virus's code, the virus's commands,